Hola amigos, what is up? This is TalesFlyRaga and welcome back to Let's Play Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga. In the last episode, we started up Joke's End, and in today's episode, we're going to be finishing up. And you may be wondering what's the reason why I know we're going to be finishing this up. That's because this is post-commentary. So for the past couple days, I've actually been trying to recover the original audio file for this, because apparently I didn't necessarily save the audio file, and I didn't export it or anything, so I've just been looking around seeing, maybe it's here, maybe I actually accidentally saved it onto this hard drive, etc, etc. But I then decided, you know what, it's not here, I'm gonna have to record some, post-commentary, and then I got sick. I've actually been, kinda nursing a stomachache back to health for a while, and I didn't necessarily want to, do recording if I'm not at, full health and stuff, if I'm not at 100% on my health. So here we go, we're actually gonna jump with Luigi right there. Bam, there we go. As you can kinda tell, however, these guys, they may be suffering from, like, 100 damage and the like, but it's not necessarily hurting them that much. Like, it still takes a couple of solid hits to beat these guys, so Joke's End is kind of the area where the game's difficulty starts to increase just a little bit, because in all honesty, if you know how to dodge enemy attacks, this isn't a particularly hard game, but Joke's End is kind of where the enemies start having a lot more health and a lot more power behind them. Also, as you can tell, they have identical speed stats. And defense stats, actually. I didn't notice that in the recording, but I did eventually notice that they have identical stats. Now, I think this is partly just me trying to figure out what we're supposed to do, because you realize, oh, our water isn't necessarily doing much of anything. What are we supposed to be doing in this situation? Why did I just spin jump there instead of just regular jumping? Why are we going down this path that looks exactly like the other path? And I think I actually noticed this at this part of the recording as well. It's just like, wow, that looks familiar. Good level design, Nintendo. I don't know, I think part of the reason why I don't like Joke's End is just because a lot of the areas look very samey and similar. No girls would ever like you. I feel like she's talking directly to me with that statement. No girls would ever like me. And they have good reason not to. Hooray. Oh well, let's just fight a giant turtle for happiness. I'm very sorry that this LP in particular has suffered from so many scheduling problems, and I know, compared to a lot of other LPers like, say, Proton John and stuff, this is definitely not scheduling errors, or at least not his caliber of scheduling errors, but at the same time, it's just like, I don't really want to, I don't really want to have these scheduling errors, but my sleep schedule has just been out of whack and it throws itself off every so often, so it's kind of like, oh, I record when I can, but the problem is I don't always have the ability to record things, and sometimes it's just a matter of I'm a lazy asshole who just forgets to do things. And at other times it's kind of like I can't necessarily get a good take of the area I'm going in, and that's mostly for platformers like Billy Hatcher and stuff. You would not believe how many episodes I had to refilm and refilm over and over because I just could not get a good take going in. Well, I mean, you could probably believe it, because, I mean, there were a lot of episodes of that series, and quite a few of them with post-commentary as well. Anyway, let's use Thunder Bros here. Thunder Bros actually becomes a very good way to clear out enemies if you're going with this kind of danger setup, where you've got the, oh, I've got the shrooms, and I've got the Great Force, and everything's alright. Thunder Bros, I don't know if I talked about it in the previous episode, but it's actually a pretty good bros attack, all things considered. Also, there's a rally block there. I hate doing rally blocks. Rally blocks and random blocks I'm not necessarily big fans of. Like, rally blocks, all you do is just get coins from them anyway, so considering that when you have the Greed Wallet, which is like the first thing you get from the Starbeans side quest, When you get the Greed Wallet, you can just fight enemies to get coins anyway, so it's not that big a deal. I don't know why they're so intent on giving you all these coins. Well, I guess, to be fair, they wouldn't expect like a new player to know about the whole Star Beans thing. But seriously, if you're playing this game, the Star Bean system is really good. I don't know, I guess I could also talk a little bit about this as well. So, when I first started this LP project, a couple episodes in, I think, I was notified by somebody in the comments section, and I've forgotten which one of the people that actually goes to the comment section it was. I think it was Fireman, actually, but I'm not entirely sure. But he basically said that, oh hey, you're doing this? Well, 2 other LPers I know of are also doing this game as well. So, I guess kind of that reluctance to record more episodes has kind of stemmed from that, because I realized, oh yeah, these 2 LPers that are actually, you know, popular and successful, I believe they were Luigi and Sully Pones, and Luigi's actually pretty funny sometimes, and Sully Pones, I've never watched a Sully Pones video, but, I mean, Purple Rodri's friends with him, so, I mean, you know, he can't be that bad. Purple Rodri, I value Purple Rodri's opinion over I haven't actually watched, Purple Rodri in a while. Apparently he's been doing a Pokemon ROM hack right now on his channel. But, from what I've been seeing, it's based on the cartoon, so that's kind of interesting, but, you know, with 2 kind of successful LPers doing, Superstar Saga, I was kind of reluctant to do that, and since I don't really follow either of those LPers as well, I don't know necessarily if either of them are finished with the game. I'm going to assume that by this point they probably are, so I can probably restore a more regular upload schedule eventually, but I just kind of had that reluctance, and I'm pretty sure some people may be able to see where I'm coming from in terms of that reluctance. I don't know, I think it's a pretty dumb excuse, but I always think what I say is a dumb excuse. Like, I make fun of myself constantly. It's just like, oh, I suffer from depression? Well, that's just because I'm a weak-minded pansy. Oh, I have autism? Well, that means I'm never gonna have any friends either. Ever. You know, stuff like that. I really should stop thinking about that, but I've always been kind of a negative person, to be honest. I mean, kinda. When it comes to myself, I don't necessarily... I've never liked myself. I've always just kind of wanted to be someone else, whether it was like Superman, I want to be Superman, or I want to be a member of Team Rocket capturing Pikachu, or I want to be... oh god, who was it, like Max Steel or something like that. I don't know. Is anybody... or Action Man, I think there was Action Man, actually. Who was Max Steel? Who was Action Man? I can't remember. I think Action Man was the British name for G.I. Joe, and then it span off into something different once the actual G.I. Joe figures started coming in under the G.I. Joe name. Oh well, whatever. So, as you can probably tell here, we've got a run segment, and we've also got Ultra Mushrooms as well, just ignore the Ultra Mushrooms. So, you can see that there's actually a pretty big gap that we need to cross. So, we're actually gonna do a little bit of... nope, we're not gonna do any testing. That's the thing about doing post-commentary, sometimes you don't remember what you actually did in the post-commentary. So we're gonna miss the first couple attempts at this, obviously, because it's kind of strict timing. What you have to do is use the Fire Hand Bros technique to actually cross that bridge. And you may also notice this barrel. This barrel does absolutely nothing. There's no point to this barrel. At least none that I could figure out. Because, you know, you can't jump. It's not like there's a hidden block in this area and stuff. You just can't do anything with it. I've never understood the point of that, and especially after experimenting a lot. Experimenting. Tasty, tasty spearmint. So I believe we're gonna botch this and the next attempt? I'm not entirely sure, and I don't want to skip ahead in the scrubber because, well, that would just throw everything off. I can't just look ahead. I don't have that kind of power, and in all honesty, I should have probably reviewed the footage first. Not gonna lie, that may have been a good idea in hindsight, but whatever. We're just gonna roll with it. I'm always gonna be just Oh, speaking of unprofessional. Look at that. How am I supposed to do my MLG Mario plays now when I'm just messing up simple stuff like that? I mean, if I can't do my Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga combos, how am I supposed to get to the winner's bracket in EVO for Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, obviously? You know what? I kind of want to see, as a joke, somebody do, like, put an awful fighting game in one of the EVO brackets and stuff, and just see if people will actually play it. My personal vote for that would be the never released ever, the cancelled arcade game, Tattoo Assassins. It's just such an exquisite game to look at. And by that I mean it's a shitty Mortal Kombat clone, and I mean, like, shittier than a lot of other Mortal Kombat clones. I don't really like Mortal Kombat all that well, to be honest. I've only really ever played Mortal Kombat, like, the arcade cabinet once, and I only thought it was okay. Also, I think at this point I was debating whether or not to restart because we were going into a boss fight, and there is something that you can steal from, nope. Yeah, I was totally debating it this time. Oh, man. There's something that you can actually steal from one of the variations of the boss if you have the Game Boy Horror, but I completely forgot to equip the Game Boy Horror and I forgot which boss it was anyway, so who would you like to invite? Let's invite Chucklissa. That name sounds cute, right? Tails Faraga, are you gonna pick it? Yay! He picked an option. I'm so glad. Oh man, past Tails Faraga is kind of dumb. Aw man, what a cutie, isn't she? What a beautiful lady she is, look at her hair, ha ha ha. Alright, so we're actually going into the fight with Jojora and Friend. Now, the big gimmick of this fight is that Jojora herself can actually be killed. You can actually kill her. I believe she has 50 points of health, so if you have the Great Force, you can attack her 25 times to knock her out, but in all honesty, it's not necessarily all that worth it. You can just knock out her friend instead, if you have the Great Force and Chopper Bros. You are so uncool! Yay! That was a boss fight, surprisingly. I remember that boss fight actually giving me a lot of trouble as a kid, but once you have the Great Force, I mean, it's easy. Jerks! Oh man. So now you can see what we have to do here. We have to light the 2 torches in order to go about on our merry way, our merry adventure. And surprisingly enough, this recording is actually only halfway over. And ooh, Fawful, how does he even see us through that wall? Maybe he has a map like us. Maybe he knows the matter of perception and perspective. Not prescription. Send the beanstar up top to the top of this pedestal and be hasty. Okay. Aw, man. My current headphone situation is not necessarily working out for me. I have 2 pairs of headphones on, so I can record. Oh, Fawful's not gonna fall for a fake beanstar. I can see through your pathetic designs, you ugly thing. That was a fake beanstar. Now you give me the real one. I will eat it through your trousers. Kind of a rare sentence when you think about it. You idiots of stupid. I should use that phrase more. Idiots of stupidity. So, you may be wondering what we're supposed to do now. After all, Luigi's just kind of by himself. What you're actually supposed to do is actually really simple and easy to figure out. Just go in here and smack that switch. And more cutscenage. Hooray. Ooh, Mario has an idea. A dress. Now we just need to find someone who can fit in that dress. But first we've got to save. Hooray! Jokes end. Reception room. That's the reception room? You have to climb all the way up just to get to the reception area. That's very poor planning. Oop, there's Fonfle again. Oh, great Bowletta! Are you gonna progress the checks at all? Past Tales for Raga? That's the thing, you've got present Tales for Raga, past Tales for Raga, and future Tales for Raga. Ah. Alright, he's pressing A again. We're all good. You have done well! Seeing through their fake Beanstar ruse when ruining their plan was brilliant! Mario? Is that, do you need something, or are you finally admitting defeat? Huh? What are you saying? You want us to return Peach? Oh, I have to laugh. We would never release Peach to scheming liars like you two. You reap the beans you sow, fools. Now meet your doom. Oop. Something's wrong here. Oh my goodness. 2 princesses? What is this? The Princess Peach you kidnapped is an imposter. I also have a cold. Alright, you fell into our trap. No, it can't be. Come, Mario, let us return. Wait. Forget this cheap knockoff, I'm taking the real Princess Peach. Oh man, it's a good thing we planned that fake Princess Peach trick all along. Poor Peach, though. She has been kidnapped. Wait a minute. This looks like Princess Peach. Then who did we put in the dress? Oh, it was obviously Daisy we put in the dress, I see. They kinda look alike, so, you know. Just put her in a blonde wig. Got her some bleach in her hair. Bleach blonde. I still have rage over that fake Princess Peach. They're a slick bunch, huh? And you, Princess Peach, you're a sly one too. By the way, Princess, why are you covering your mouth with your hands? Do you hide something? Behind you! A humongous cockroach! Fawful. Did you see that? Yes. Mustache. Fawful. Yes. Fire at will. It's a Luigi! #1! Oh man, Luigi looks good in dress, okay? I'm sorry, Luigi can pull the look off. Oop, A button time. I was about to instinctively reach for my mouse. I don't have the Wii U in this room right now, so I can't actually press A on the controller. Oh man, Luigi even has time to change. Oh, you guys are so fucked. But we gotta save first. Repaired Koopa Cruiser. Yay. Repaired, about that. Also, isn't Bowletta, like, inside Bowser's body? Doesn't that mean she has, like, super strength or something? Because I'm pretty sure Bowser is not a very weak person. Pretty sure Bowser has some strong to him, not gonna lie. Also, Zappidoos. Electrify all the Zappidoos in order to get a block that contains items. Usually, actually, the items are Hoobeans. Multiples of them. In fact, you get 5, which is kinda nice. At this point, the game is actually giving you a lot of Hoobeans, which is kinda weird. Not gonna lie, not really expected. There's a super mushroom. Good for all these enemies we're gonna be fighting in here. That was a joke, there's actually... That was my headset falling off my head. Hold on. Wow, there's actually no enemies in this section, so you don't necessarily have to worry about that. Oh boy, that was a great time for my headset to fall off. Professionalism from Tales Raga, Fails Tyrega. The mildly irritated man of mans, you know? Maybe I should do another game review, but maybe not. I didn't necessarily think I was really all that good at doing game reviews, to be honest. But, hey, you know, different strokes for different folks, and I played more of Shaq Fu than any other man in the world, so... I mean, I guess that's alright. It doesn't help that in Shaq Fu, Shaq is like legitimately the worst character in that game, too. Which you think would be weird, because he's actually, you know, Shaquille O'Neal, and everyone loves Shaq, but... at the same time, he's just not good in that game. Apparently, Shaq Fu is not as good as, Arabian Nights guy, the cat lady, voodoo priestess, demons, mummies, and some guy named Diesel. Oop, we have one more Zappy Dude to trigger. In order for us to get... Beanstar! Yay! And by taking the Beanstar, we also... put on a parachute. How could this happen not only once, but twice? We chase them now. No, instead we go to the Mushroom Kingdom. Mushroom Kingdom? Oh, what are they planning? Also, that's a very clever way to use a dress, Luigi. Excellent work, Mario Bro. Is the Beanstar safe? Oop. Prince Beasley is not very good at catching Luigi, it seems. Even he can only maintain perfection 99.9% of the time. Oh, I just hope he can escape safely. Whoop. We have visual contact. Falling Luigi. There he is. He's just a pile of legs now. Oh, Prince Beasley. I love that air flip. Even now, I still love it. What a perfect landing, and the Beanstar made the trip just fine. Bye. Say, but where's Luigi? He seems to be struggling somewhat over there. Boink. Ah ha 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 ha. Look at Luigi, always showing off his Luigi dunk, honestly. Oh man, maybe it is time for Slam now. Alright. We must return and move the Beanstar to a safer place. Like a safe. Seriously, why does nobody invest in a safe? Just get a safe! A big old safe made of, like, stuff that can't be broken through. Just get a couple of Womps to guard the safe. You can't hurt Womp. Nobody can move the blob. Whatever. I'm not even gonna, you know, nitpick too much about the logics of Beanstar safety. I'm just gonna end this video up here, actually. In fact, we've got a save block right here, so... in the next episode, I guess I'm gonna be seeing you guys to rescue Luigi. Take care, everybody. This is Tales for August signing out. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm really sorry for the post-commentary, but... at the same time, it's not like any commentary I do is actually that good. See you guys later! Goodbye!